Hello, Monika Dena Huppertz here of Whole Heart Energy Healing, bringing to you another episode of From Challenge to Champion. Today's episode, we're going to be working with the idea of long distance healing. Does it work? Can it be that healing can occur without being physically present with somebody? Let me share a little bit about how that goes. And I see my cat is going to be helping, so we'll see how that goes. Anyways, so I want to ask you, is it even possible to send healing energy across time and space? With our planet getting smaller with the amount of connectivity that happens, we have access to most any person on the planet. The planet-wide pandemic has made us aware even more of parts of the world that were not in our awarenesses before. And the cat. I'm sorry. Uh, Not in our awarenesses before. And now I gotta start again because that's crazy. Oh, yeah. And now they're part of our daily pieces of information. For example, I don't know about you, but for me, England wasn't part of the thing that, I was paying attention to at one time. And now what happens in England, I'm very much interested in to find out what's going on so that I'm informed. I want to be informed of some things, and that's one that has come into my attention. Other places in Europe, what are they doing that's different from Canada? What is the United States doing that's different from Canada? All sorts of things now that were maybe on my mind the odd time when I'd hear about something are now on my mind a lot more with the news and them sharing all the stats that's going on with regard to COVID. Well, with new awarenesses come, though, are new thoughts, and new thoughts often lead to allowing new information and changes into our lives. And beliefs that we didn't even acknowledge before are now at the forefront of our minds, especially when it comes to how we can heal our bodies, heal our minds, heal our emotions, and even heal our very soul. I was reading an article that supported this. There's a lady by the name of Norma Hope, and she said, often necessity can be the element that forces new awarenesses and allows for change. On many levels, we were raised to be somewhat close-minded, yet necessity can force change or bring new consciousness about. So many things. So it can allow new intentions and awareness into your life if you let it. I don't know about you, but I know for myself it's been quite an interesting, um, I guess I would even call it a roller coaster ride with what's been going on. And I have new thoughts, and with those new thoughts, I come across new ways to heal myself, and new ways to help others. So, as a result of these new awarenesses, long distance healing has been brought to more people's conscious thoughts, mine included. Further, with the help of the Googling or the DuckDuckGoing, the information on the net, it has become more accepted in the mainstream, and more people are seeking out the benefits that can be had by long distance energy healing. There is a lot of scientific fact behind all of the the energy work that has been happening. And there are many people out there, very credible, who share their information. And then there are the testimonials by thousands and thousands, if not millions probably, of people who have benefited in some way, shape, or form from energy healing. Now we look at the long distance part of it. Initially, many who would try alternative healing methods may have worried or even wondered if long distance healing could be as powerful as in person sessions without the physical presence or touch. Yes, a little one, there is little that one can see happening with the, in your vision, right? Because you're not in person with that person. You're not being touched or asked the questions, and there isn't that correspondence right then and there in the room. However, the energetic effects and results are felt and enjoyed just the same. When the energy is focused by a healer's intention only, instead of hands-on an intention, it does take an act of faith on the recipient's part. It is a shift in perspective that allows that person to receive the benefits. We are energetic beings. Everything is made of energy. We do respond to energetic support, energetic energy. Just think about, you go to a counselor, you're hearing the words. Those words have an energetic pulse to them. They affect your mind on an energetic level. Is it any wonder that our bodies respond so well then to energy healing? Ask yourself if you would like to have a change in your life. Now is the time to do your research on the internet, in your feelings, in your whole being, to get that answer for yourself. There are many, many modalities out there. There are many people who offer various services. And there's many opportunities for you to connect with someone in the know that could help you with your issues. If you take a look by Googling or DuckDuckGo, you'll be able to find a lot of information and then, get that answer to whatever is niggling you and bothering you in your feelings. Or maybe not. Maybe this is an exciting opportunity that you're looking forward to connect with someone who has various abilities, who studied various modalities, who has trained themselves in the use of them and can help affect change in a different way. So yes, it's definitely interesting that your words can have an effect, but so too can a healer's intentions. Ah, I see we've got somebody here. Cara, thank you, Cara. Interesting that you mentioned that. I find your voice very healing. Thank you so much. When I listen to you, even now, I often feel like I am receiving healing. Thank you. Actually, you're not the first person to share that with me, but I appreciate you sharing that here. Um, it's one of those things that I think it's important to realize just how much we affect a person with our voice, with our words, with our intentions. And the healing comes from those intentions for good, for health, for positive change. So I hope that that you take those opportunities to connect with someone in the know. It's important to embrace that change rather than resist it. You'll be amazed at the results. Long distance healing, as far as I'm concerned, does work. You may have a different opinion. That's absolutely fine. What I have noticed that um, what I have noticed is that just like Ford said, whether you believe it's you can or whether you believe you can't, you are right. So if you put up those blocks, if you put up those barricades, and close your mind to those opportunities, you won't see them. And then how can you then verify them? You won't be able to. That's fine. That's not a space you're at. That's okay. You need to live your life according to what is right for you. Thanks, Cara, about the internet dropping. Not sure what I can do for that. So, yeah, in-person healing sessions does allow for lovely person interaction, personal interaction to happen. And that's part of the reason why when I go to seek somebody, or at least in the past, before COVID for sure, that I wanted to find somebody local. Yeah, it was nice to be able to connect over the internet, but I wanted to find somebody local because I like to have that feeling of their energy in person. When I started having to do my own sessions over the internet more and more and more, I found that my ability to connect with them was just just as strong, just as strong. It wasn't there wasn't anything lacking, and I really appreciated, discovering that for myself. Even though I'm a person who believes in energy healing, there's still that component of me that wants that little bit of proof. Well, I got that proof because now when I interact with people and I share the discoveries that I'm seeing in their fields, or understanding as information comes to me so that I can be of better service to them, it's there, it's strong, and getting stronger as time goes on, so I appreciate that. So, however, the in-person component is not necessary for actual healing to take place. And if you're open to hopping on a Zoom call or some other video conferencing, some of that interaction can still take place. Allow your limiting beliefs to be healed so that your body, your mind, your soul, and your life can be healed. I know it to be true from myself. Again, to quote Norma Hope, we have so much woundedness trapped inside our bodies, physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, ancestrally, karmically. That's something I don't speak too much about, is karmically. It's not a realm that I am as familiar. And rather than say something, out of ignorance, I'd rather not say anything at all. I understand about it, but don't know enough to share. Ancestrally, though, however, I do understand that. I know for a fact that we can inherit things from our ancestors. We can inherit their programs. We can inherit their uh, their diseases and so on. It's in the generation. People that have had, for example, cancer in their family history, well, people are screened now for cancer because grandma had it, or great grandfather had it, or whatever it was at that time. We can inherit those things, but I also know that we can address a lot of issues that we inherited from our ancestors. And that's been proven, scientifically proven. So I do hope that you check into that for yourself. She continues to say, don't let circumstances or limiting beliefs stand in your way. Open your mind and keep the healing growing, and keep the healing healing. Open your mind to keep healing and keep growing. So I want to now open it up to you, my people here. This is an extremely small version. Normally I speak for a good half hour of time, but today's I wanted to leave it open for you to ask the questions. And I see that there are a few of you online here with me, and I appreciate knowing that you are here and are rooting me on. That is very much appreciated. And I have one thing to ask. Do you have any questions? Hopefully you have something you would like to ask, like to share even. Type it into the what is it, the comments box, the chat box? What do they call it here? Comments box. And I'd be happy to answer your questions. I know that some questions I get are, well, I don't like that I can't meet with a person in person anymore. I want you to take a look at what the doctors and the healing communities are doing. Did you know that in-person visits has dropped dramatically for um, the physicians, for our doctors, and they are now doing video conferencing with their patients? And do you know that also those patients are getting very, very good results as they would have had they come in? People that had limitations, like they couldn't get driven there because they were immobile or something like that, definitely benefited from that. People in rural communities who might have had to traverse like literally hours to get to a session with their doctor now can do that via the internet. Our world is changing. We are changing along with it. As time has been marching on, so many new things have come across our desktops that were never there before. And here we are doing healing sessions through by the doctors, just over the phone, or especially on things like Zoom calls and other video conferencing sessions. People are getting the answers to their questions. People are getting what they need. I even heard of dentists doing such a thing. Now, you can only look so close into a person's mouth, and Lord knows I wouldn't know what to look for if a person had something going on, but they can ask you the questions that they would have anyways, and then should you need a visit, then you need to go in at that time. Some work needs to be done physically, and that's okay. But if you can cut down the amount of visits that you needed to have, especially when it was quite the inconvenience, you know, the benefits from that were just wonderful. I know of some medical procedures that were done long distance. Where was it, Alaska? I know it was way up north. And the person who was needing the help was a doctor herself, and she needed to perform her own surgery on herself, but didn't know how to do it exactly. And through the video conferencing that was set up for her, they were able to help her do what she needed to do. How she managed it, I'll never know. My goodness, that is certainly uh, a feat. Wow, like bravery and tenacity. Holy moly. I certainly am in awe of a person who is willing to operate on themselves. I mean, yes, I've seen it in movies, and you may have too, but that's the movies. That's not real life. Whereas this definitely was real life. So there is definitely benefits to be had to our long distance healing. Um, and I'm not seeing too many people asking questions right now, and that's okay. If you do watch this as a replay, I ask that you please do send along your questions. If you don't wish for them to be seen in the comment section, absolutely fine. Message me, DM me, and I'd be happy to answer your questions. I'm also booking free healing sessions. If you are on my Facebook page, there is a link there to book a free 30-minute session. You just have to touch the link and pick your appointment time, and my calendar will send you the information. And I usually do a quick email to you the day before just to remind you of your session, that it's coming, and that I'll be looking forward to working with you. I do earn my living this way, and so after a free session, I would love to work. If you would love to work with me, I would love to work with you further then, and perhaps we could be of benefit to one another. I would certainly appreciate that. Anyways, since there are no more questions, and I just seem to be freezing on what to answer, because everybody has their own unique um, thing that they want to ask about. But questions that you can ask about are not limited to your physical body. You can ask questions about your what's your thinking, what you're thinking about, your emotions. Did you know that a business, for example, if you own a business, do you know that a healer such as myself can look at a business as an entity and talk to that business? It sounds far-fetched. I've done it, and it works. And it works because, again, the concept of that business, you constructed that, you put that together. It is an entity unto itself, made up of, guess what? Energy. And energy works on energy. It displaces it, it removes it, it moves it around. It doesn't destroy it. Energy cannot be destroyed, but it can be affected. And it can be affected in such a way that the intention of myself and the person wishing the receiving of that attention um, put together, it makes that change. It affects the person whose business it is, and it opens the business to greater opportunities. One of the things I've done is I've asked my business, who do you want? And I have that right on my little sticky here. Um, ask, in this case, it was a course. Ask the course um, what it wants, who it wants to have, and infuse that energy into there. I ask my business to help generate the money for that. So if I need to put out an ad, or I need to come up with materials for it, that the business does that. It generates that income for me so that I can move forward. Um, and then I ask the not yet recipients, but they'll be those recipients. I ask for their support, and in return, that they get that benefit that they are looking for to receive. And I ask for anything that may be in my vicinity that has to do with my business. So for example, I use my computer a lot. Computer help me generate the funds to put this course on. Whatever it is, you can ask, and with the right intentions, can affect your business. And it can also affect then your relationships as well. Um, it's best when all parties are present and can voice their opinions and share their concerns and so on. But let's say you're single and you're looking for your soulmate. Well, then there is no person to ask in person. However, an energetic signature of that person can be brought into focus. Who are you looking for? Are you looking for someone who is tall, dark, and handsome, for example? Is that enough for you? Is that going to be what's going to help you in the long run? Or are you looking for someone who is emotionally available, physically available, as in not married, um, or are involved with other people? Perhaps that they have a kind heart, that they, care for the person who they love and accept you caring for them, so that it is an exchange of energies between the two, not one dominating the other, and not one being submissive to all the whims of the other person. What are you looking for? And you put those energies together and call forth a person that would have that kind of a makeup in their being to come into your reality. So many different things can be done through energy healing, energy work, and the distance. It doesn't matter. If you ask clients of not only myself, ask of other energy healers that you know. Cara would be a great person to ask. She does wonderful readings. She does charm pulls, and I benefited from those, as well as she did a reading for me. My mother and father came through, and I was able to ask questions and get answers. I'm a satisfied customer of hers, absolutely. And there are other services that I have availed myself um, of people that have taught me what I know, and I learned and benefited from their actions, their thoughts, their dedicated um, um, thought. Can't think of the right word, but anyways, um, their concentrated efforts on my particular problems or whatever it was that I was looking for in help. So yeah, I'm a believer, a receiver, and a giver of this beautiful energy, and you can too. You can learn more about it yourself. There's so many classes on the internet right now that you could take, and there's so many people out there who are very credible. Check your feelings. Does this person feel like they would be a good fit for you? And if you get a feeling, don't go with that person. Try a different one. Try a different one. Men versus women, older versus younger. What sometimes we have a bias towards things, and we don't even realize it at the time. But our biases can keep us locked into um, areas that we're not going to benefit as much. So, check out for those as well. I know you can do what you need to do in order to get the help you are so worthy of having. It's just out there for you to have. It's there for you, and it's wonderful that such services are available. So yeah, allow your limiting beliefs to be healed, like I said earlier, and give yourself that break. We all need that, especially in this time where we don't have the same comfort zone that we did. So many of us had to break through that comfort zone. And so many of us realize that, hey, there is life beyond the comfort zone, and there's all sorts of amazing things to be found outside the comfort zone. So maybe you're more willing to take that risk, take that chance, and fall in love with this new you, this new way of being, a being who tries out new things and enjoys new experiences and has fun in the process and drops away those things that were nagging and bugging and weighing them down. It's there for the taking. And I know that you will do what's best for you, whether it's to seek out such services or not seek out such services. It's fine. You have to do what's right for you. And I hope that I made that clear that I am not the guru. I am a person who is willing to be a conduit through which the healing energies flow and can be directed towards you. It seems like we kind of need a bit of a guidance. It's like being taught in school, I guess. You need a teacher to help you learn math. You don't just learn math on your own. Well, at least most of us probably wouldn't do it on our own. You wouldn't discover, much about science on your own unless you went out and did it. So, you have to go out and do something. As a friend of mine said, sometimes you just have to do it. So do what is right for you. And I encourage you to take that leap of faith and look up, the questions that you have. Find the information that you're looking for and enjoy your life. Simply enjoy it. There's no need to be, you know, um, squelching yourself, squelching your voice, squelching your needs. Your needs are your needs. They need to be looked after. And it starts with you. It starts with you. I trust that you will do the right thing for yourself. I'm going to end here and I want to say thank you. Pardon me. Thank you for all those people who message me later on and offer me, such lovely words and ask questions and I hope get satisfactory answers. They seem to at the time. So I look forward to being of service to you in that way and connecting with you energetically in the very, very near future. May you have a lovely week ahead. In Canada, it's a little bit colder this week than it has been for the last few weeks, so we're bundling up here a little bit more. And I hope that you are all doing well. Stay safe, stay well, and may God bless you. Take care, everyone. Bye bye. Bye bye.